Hey, what's up everyone? So in this video, I thought I would take you on a quick tour of these new shelves here. So the OT is now on this wall and it's now February. So back in December, I did a channel member only video, just me kind of spitballing some ideas as far as expanding the display, because at the time, this closet back here was totally full and these shelves here were full. So I was just kind of throwing out some ideas, putting shelves here or possibly putting shelves on this wall. This would have been expensive. This was the easiest and most cost-effective solution for now. So that's what I did. And as you see, I freed up that whole bottom shelf and I was able to do some serious shuffling on this shelf. So I made more room here. So I figured it's time to let everyone see this. So let's get started. So I'm sure most of you know, but for those who don't, the collection starts in this closet and it ended with A New Hope. And then panned over here to these shelves, I had Empire on top, and then Jedi, and then The Mandalorian, and so on and so on. But by moving the OT to the new shelves, I was able to make more room over here, as well as free up this entire bottom shelf. So mission accomplished, for now. And here are the new shelves. I found these on Amazon. I think they look great. They're just not as stable as I thought they would be. But to remedy that, I zip-tied underneath each level, front and back, and of course that did bring them together, as well as providing some added stability. Okay, so that helped. And as far as the lights, I took inspiration from and consulted with Justin from Out of the Basement on these lights. He has the same ones and he recommended them. So I grabbed a set, and turns out they come in packs of 6, and I needed 6. So I'm very, very happy with these. All right, so starting on this top shelf, I'm not going to go through and name every single figure because you guys know the names of them. I'll just hit some highlights. It starts with George, since he started everything. That is the Bandai model kit R2 and a custom U3PO that I did. The concept art series in the back there. That is the new Leia. It's a very nice figure. Sand Trooper. The bar was a gift from a subscriber. Thank you, sir. I love it. And of course, that's an excellent spot for the 50th anniversary Luke. And the stage was, of course, sent to me by Landspeeder Luke. All I had to do was just paint it and glue everything together. I love that. Thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. And then I got Momo Nadon on the end here with a homemade death stick. And this next shelf finishes A New Hope. So we've got the new Luke Skywalker here. It may not be perfect, but it is certainly better than what we had. I have those there. And the Yavin Ceremony stairs were sent to me by Landspeeder Luke. All I had to do was paint them. So thanks, Luke. I love those. And now we're getting into Empire Strikes Back, and David at Red Wagon Dioramas sent me the Tauntaun. I appreciate that. Thanks, David. And then I got this little Hoth display, and the Probe Droid was my very first Black Series figure. Okay, so a little Hoth section there. And then Snowspeeder Luke. And then I made this very, very simple Dagobah diorama. And the next shelf starts with the Bounty Hunters. I still need IG-88. I'm hoping for a new IG-88 one day now that we have the new IG mold. We shall see, but I have those there. And then Luke and Vader in the back. And then up front, got Proto Boba and the Bandai model kit Boba. That was fun to assemble, but it did need some paint. Okay, so I painted that. We got those, and then the Chewie 3PO 2-pack. Love that set. That 3PO looks great. It's a very, very nice looking 3PO. And then getting into Jedi. Okay, Han and Carbonite in the back. And then Chewie, Leia, some Gam Guards, and of course Jabba. So I made this Jabba throne, and a subscriber sent me the 3D printed Cyclops heads. All I had to do was paint them. I think they turned out pretty good. But the throne I made out of styrofoam. Lots of joint compound, lots of paint. I made a little rug there. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And got Boba and Bib Fortuna in the back. And then this bottom shelf starts with the Endor crew. Got the Rebel Commandos along with the Endor versions of Luke, Han, and Leia. And then, of course, the Ewoks, Lando, Akbar, and Akbar. And I stuck Inferno Squad amongst these troopers since they were on Endor in the game. All right, so that works. And then this last little section over here, I have the Emperor on his throne. Expect a review on that very soon. I did swap robes. All right, I found a Palpatine at Ross for $5.99, so I switched out the robe, so that's better. But this looks nice, and at some point I would love to get a full diorama piece for this scene. And I wouldn't mind sticking some kind of foresty scene in the back of this, okay? Because this is pretty much all indoor here. So I think that would look good. But having like the steps and the big window, I think that would look awesome. But yeah, that's that. Couple of royal guards in the back. And then I swapped the head on this Palps that I've had here for a while. Stuck the angry face on there. And then Luke and Vader there. All right, so that is the OT display now. And I'm pretty happy. And I had to do a little bit of planning because as much as I love it, the stage does take up some room. So I had to sort of plan. Hoth is pretty much, has to be dedicated to one shelf. This here definitely has to be dedicated to one shelf just because it's so long. So I had to do a little bit of planning, but I think it all worked out. But just to, ensure I would have enough room, I did have to move some of my Lucasfilm Publishing figures over here because I did have quite a few of those mixed in with the OT just because of timeline. So I did this with the Lucasfilm Publishing line and the two oddballs that we got, the Droids Boba, as well as the Revenge of the Jedi Vader. Okay, so I have them on this shelf now. It kind of bugged me at first because I'm kind of a stickler as far as having things in chronological order, but I think this is going to work out okay. I've got Ahsoka sort of spread out here, okay? I still have room to consolidate. And then this little spot over there is going to be for Skeleton Crew. I finally have all 6, so expect a review on those pretty soon, and I'll probably do all 6 at once. These top 2 shelves are now Mandalorian, and ending with sort of Season 3, and then bleeding into Book of Boba Fett. I mean, not that that's accurate as far as time, but that's just how I have them on the shelf. So that's that, okay? Still have room over here. And then, of course, this shelf. I was able to free up this whole bottom, and then I can move things around, stagger, because, as you all know, we're going to be getting figures from Revenge of the Sith this year. So this little Revenge of the Sith section is probably going to move down and wind up starting here. Okay, I think that's going to work out okay. But for the OT display, I'm pretty happy. And I think I'm just going to end the video here. I don't want to go on and on. So if you like videos like this, smack like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. I would certainly appreciate it. And something else that I would love for you to consider, and that is joining the channel. It's the 112th Battalion. It's only 99 cents a month. You'll get sneak peeks to upcoming videos, some custom emojis, loyalty badges, and even some exclusive members-only content. I would definitely appreciate that. But just like always, thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all next time.